Hey, what is going on, guys? DK back at you with another video here for the NBA main slate here on Friday. We got a nice 10-game slate. And I'm actually making this video Thursday night here, the night before, because Friday I will be moving. I'm moving into a new apartment, so I will be pretty busy. So I'm making the video. That's why Thursday night. So yeah, we're midway through the slate right now. But DeRozan, he's my thumbnail to my video in my last video. I really liked him, and he went off. So hopefully you guys took some of that advice, played DeRozan. But yeah, slate's still going on. I'm hoping Houston keeps us close, so Harden stays in the game. And all right, so yeah, enough of that. Let's look into the slate for Friday. All right, so let's start with point guard today, Westbrook, 11-3. So the price did come down a little bit on him. I did put up 60 fantasy points against the Lakers. Westbrook just shot the ball 3 of 20 though. Man, like he has really not been shooting the ball well. But if he's if he could just turn it on, start hitting some shots, Westbrook could have a huge night. So I think Westbrook is okay there at 11-3. And then Booker. So I really like this Phoenix and the Clippers game. This should be an up-tempo game, not a lot of defense. So Devin Booker, I know he's priced up to 9K. I still think he's doable though here today. And then you got Oladipo. And a great match against Chicago. The price is up to 8.8K. I still think it's upside, but I think there's probably better plays on the board. Let's see, Lillard. Of course, anytime Lillard's under 9K, I do have interest. He's going to be in a matchup against Westbrook, so he seems to always step up in primetime matchups. So I think Lillard, definitely a pretty good play here at 8.6. And then Lonzo, I'm just frustrated he's priced up so much to 7.7 because I did really want to play Lonzo, but oh man, it's tough. 7.7K. He obviously still can get you there, but I think he's priced about right now. Let's see. So Ingram. So I'm going to wait for news. Kuzma is currently listed as questionable. If Kuzma misses, then Ingram would probably be a lock for me here at 6.8K. He would just be the main guy in the offense, and he'd just be too cheap. It's in a great matchup here against the Knicks too. So if Kuzma misses, I'm probably going to lock in Ingram. Then you got Lou Williams, who I talked about it before in my previous videos. He just wasn't seeing enough minutes. But now 31, 27, 31 minutes. So it seems to be they want to give Lou Williams closer to 30 minutes a game. And this is a matchup. The 76ers just abuse the Suns. They put up a whole bunch of points. So Lou Williams, if he's going to play around 30 minutes, I really like Lou today at 6.7. So D Rose, he's listed as doubtful. But Jeff Teague said he's probably leaning towards him playing. So if Teague's going to play his normal minutes, I think he's a pretty good play here at 6.2. But if Teague misses again, then you can look to Tyus Jones as another play. And then Josh Hart, who he is now priced up to 6.2K. If Kuzma misses, then yes, I would probably have a lot of interest in Hart. If Kuzma plays, I still think Hart's okay. Again, most of these like Hart, Ball, Kuzma, and Ingram are going to play most of the game, and this is a great matchup against the Knicks. So I still think you could play Josh Hart even if Kuzma does play. So Rubio is currently listed as questionable. If he ends up missing, then I would just lock in Dante Exum here. I believe he's at 3.9K. Yes, so if Rubio misses, I'm going to lock in Dante Exum. So those are two kind of if-then statements. If Kuzma misses, I'm locking in Ingram. If Rubio misses, I'm locking in Dante Exum. So we're going to have to wait for more news on that. So Kyrie's out. So Rozier, Marcus Smart, you could give a look to. It's just Rozier is priced at 6K. I mean, he obviously still does have some upside. He put up 39 fantasy points. That was, I think, a little bit of an outlier, though. He had 5 steals. I'm probably not going to chase there, so I'm probably going to look elsewhere. And Moutier, I just can't trust the minutes with the Knicks. It's still up and down. It is a good matchup, but I think only in GPPs I would play Moutier. Let's see. As far as these cheap guards, is there anyone really sticking off the page to me? Not a whole lot down here, to be honest. like Pat Beverly. I don't want to take a shot on these Phoenix guards besides Lou Williams. Are just too inconsistent. So I guess the last guy I could bring up would be Trae Young for GPPs. Price under 6K. If his shot's falling, he could have a pretty big game, but I'm probably going to look elsewhere in cash. All right, let's move on to shooting guard. And you got Beal. Obviously, John Wall, again, out for the season, so it's basically Brad Beal's team. But a lot of these Wizards got priced up. Beal priced up to 9.2. I think he's priced about right. Miami, a pretty solid defensive team. Obviously, Beal, he can still get you, 50 fantasy points, but I'm probably going to look elsewhere. Like Beal, Booker, honestly, I probably prefer Devin Booker here at a $200 discount to Brad Beal. Doncic, I know the matchup not the best here against Boston, but he's priced all the way down to 7.4K. This guy's been playing really, really good basketball. A couple blowouts here, that's why the minutes were kind of limited, but in a close game, he should play 30 to 35 minutes. The real issue with Doncic, he never plays more than that. He's never going to play 40 or so minutes, but he's probably going to get in a close game, close to 35 minutes. 7.4K. Seems way too underpriced for Luka Doncic. Let's see here. So Levine and Chris Dunn. So they just traded Justin Holiday. So that probably is going to open up a few more minutes here for these Chicago guards. They'll probably add Chandler Hutchison into the rotation. But I think Levine, as well as Chris Dunn, let's see what Chris Dunn's price is at. Where's Chris Dunn? 6K. So I think you could look to both of those guys. They both seem too underpriced. I know the matchup not the best against Indiana, but with Holiday out of there, he played a lot of minutes. I think that opens up things for Levine as well as Chris Dunn. So Santa Ramsey, again, these Wizards, they all got a price bump. He's still going to play most of the game. He's still a starting point guard. The matchup, though, not the best to here against Miami. So I think Sato's okay, but I'm probably going to go elsewhere on this slate. Okay, so KCP as well as Lance Stevenson, I would have interest if Kuzma misses, because then those guys would pick up a lot more minutes. KCP, back-to-back pretty big games. And then you had Lance Stevenson, who was priced at 3.6. I'd probably prefer Lance here if Kuzma misses. I should play right around 20 minutes. He's pretty aggressive when he gets minutes, so I think he'd be a pretty solid value play if Kyle Kuzma misses. Kuzma plays, I'm probably not going to touch KCP or Lance Stevenson. Let's see. As far as he's so Koji. So I recommended him on Twitter, and it was just a letdown. He got in foul trouble, so he picked up a start with Covington out, and yeah, he got in early foul trouble and just couldn't hit a shot. 0 for 4. But we can't be results oriented. I think the process was right there with the Koji. 3.7K for a starting wing with a lot of those guys out. I think I would do that again if I could go back in time. So we can't be results oriented, and Covington's going to miss again here. So I think you could do a Koji at 3.9K. Should play 30 minutes in a close game if he stays out of foul trouble. So I think you could go back to the wall there with a Koji, a bounce back spot. Okay, let's move on to the small forward position. Giannis, it's just, man, I love Giannis, but priced to almost 12K. Obviously, no one's going to be able to stay with him on the Hawks. I'm just concerned of the blowout. Can Atlanta keep it close? I don't know. Then you got Paul George. Hopefully, some of you guys watched my video a couple days ago. I recommended him. I used the thumbnail to my video against the Lakers. Put up a big game, 53 fantasy points. He just seems to go under-owned. Every single slate, Paul George was under-owned. Price to come up a little bit, but I still think it's doable here. 9.7K. He's just been playing great basketball. So you can't go wrong with Paul George. Kuzma, if he does play, and it's not going to be limited, I would like him a lot. He would play probably around 40 minutes. The Knicks don't play a whole lot of defense. I would like Kuzma if he's going to play and he's not going to be limited. Aaron Gordon, he's just inconsistent, but the price is kind of appealing here at 7.1. But honestly, I'd rather just pay up a little more for Vucevic there in the same game. And then you got Tobias and Gallinari, who they're in a dream matchup here against Phoenix, and they've kind of had a couple quiet games here, but I really like both these guys. I think they're have big upside in this game. I like this game a lot. The Clippers Suns. So Tobias and Gallinari pretty appealing here at 7.17K. Hardaway Jr. The matchup's great. He should play all the minutes he can handle, but he's just I don't know. I guess he still doesn't have upside, so I think Hardaway's okay. But Kevin Knox, I think I'd prefer. It's just he's going to play basically the whole game. He's been very aggressive here. So I think Knox. I guess not. You could play Knox and Hardaway together. You could do like a mini game stack here at the next Lakers. I just think Hardaway's okay as well as I like Kevin Knox too. Ariza, the price didn't really move on him. He should play still most of the game here. Even with Otto Porter back, he still played 39 minutes. They did limit Otto Porter a bit though, but looks like they want to give Ariza all the minutes he can handle. But 5.8K, I think he's priced about right. See, Otto Porter, again, they limited him to 14 minutes. We're going to have to kind of wait for news. If he's not limited, I think he would be a pretty decent play there at 5.3. Jeff Green, again, all these Wizards got a price bump. And Otto Porter back in the mix. I'm probably just going to look elsewhere here for the Wizards. Let's see, Derek Jones Jr., if we can trust these minutes, the minutes for Miami, it's just, I hate targeting guys in Miami because Spoelstra just goes with a hot hand. The rotations are so inconsistent. So that's just kind of my issue with Miami. It's just, you never can really trust the minutes with anyone. So Jermichael Green, man, I really wish I would just give this guy some more minutes. He's always very productive when he gets time. Brooklyn, I love targeting bigs against Brooklyn. So I think Jermichael Green, pretty solid value play there at 4K. Okay, let's move on to power forward. So John Collins, frustrating to no end. Last game was Washington. He was on pace for a huge game and picked up 2 quick fouls in the second half. Didn't play much in the second half, but man, he was on pace for like 50 plus fantasy points. I'm not going back to John Collins here. I'm too concerned. He's probably gonna have to guard Giannis. That's just there's the recipe for disaster of him getting in foul trouble again. So I'm just gonna look elsewhere. Montrez. If you've been watching my videos for a while now, you know I love playing Montrez, but he's priced up all the way to 7.2. This is a dream matchup. It's just the minutes. He's not seeing enough minutes for me right now. So I don't think I can pay 7.2 for Montrez. Let's see, Sabonis again. Same thing. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you know I love playing Sabonis. This is a dream matchup against Chicago. It's just paying 7K for a guy that's going to see probably 25 to 28 minutes. It's really hard. He can get you 50 fantasy points in that time, but for cash games, I can't do it. For tournaments, I definitely would probably take a shot on Sabonis there. And then Noah Vonleh. So he kind of had a quiet game against Denver, but this guy's going to play all the minutes he can handle if the game stays close. Lakers, pretty good matchup here, so I do like Vonleh at 6.5. I know he's priced up a little bit. Let's see, so Thomas Bryant. This guy's been playing great basketball, and they're finally giving him some minutes. 30, 36, and 39 minutes the last 3 games. Miami plays big. They got Bam. They got Whiteside. So I think Thomas Bryant still is doable here at 6K. I definitely still think you can play him there. Jaren Jackson Jr., it's just, this guy has to be the most inconsistent player in the league. With minutes-wise, the foul trouble, look at 17, 22, 8, 43. So he has huge upside. So GPPs, yes. Brooklyn, I love targeting bigs against Brooklyn. So in GPPs, yes. I just can't do it because I'm a one lineup guy. Luke Cornett, so he's picked up a start here last 3 games, been playing very well. He also, though, the concern is he's been shooting the ball very well, so I wouldn't expect him to continue to shoot the ball this well. He's been nailing threes, but I I still think, 5.4K, he's priced up a bit, but I still think it's doable here against the Lakers. Let's see. So Kelly O, Miami, it's just the rotations are hard to trust, but he looks pretty appealing. If he's going to play, close to 30 minutes, I would be all about Kelly O. Just you never know with Spoelstra. But if Kelly O is going to play 30 minutes, I would love him. Let's see. Any really cheap guys? So Holmes, I liked him when he was playing close to 20 minutes. Now, they kind of seem to want to give Aiden a lot more minutes here. So, I played only 14 minutes. Still in 14 minutes, got you 23 fantasy points. But it looks like they're kind of limiting him a bit, so I don't think I can do that. That's going to bring me to center position where I like a lot of these centers today. You got Kat and Vucevic going against each other, both very good on the offensive end, not so good on the defensive end. So I definitely think it's viable to play both Kat and Vucevic together in like a mini game stack. I think that's viable. The concern is obviously both those guys are aggressive centers. That one of them get in foul trouble, so that is the concern. Marc Gasol at 8K. He has upside. I love targeting centers against Brooklyn, but I just like, I'd rather pay a little extra for Vucevic and Towns. And then you got Nurkic. I loved him against the Kings. Put up 82 fantasy points. He was low owned. That was great. But now a match against Steven Adams. I really respect the defense of Steven Adams. So I'm probably not going to play Nurkic today. But Ayton here, so this is what I'm getting to with Holmes. Ayton, they seem to want to give this guy more minutes now. 39, 35, 34 minutes the last 3 games. You saw what Embiid just did to the Clippers. He just destroyed the Clippers. Clippers get destroyed by good centers. Ayton really playing some great basketball now. He's being more aggressive on the offensive end. So I really like Ayton, as well as I really like Vucevic and Towns. So I like a lot of these centers today. Miles Turner, okay, so for some reason less questionable. It looks like it's just a nose issue, so he's going to be fine. I love targeting centers against Chicago. So I think Miles Turner has some pretty big upside here if the game can stay close at 7.6K. Let's see, Whiteside, it's just, I recommended, taking a shot in GBPs, but the game blew out. Did only say 23 minutes, but his minutes are just so inconsistent. Washington is one of the worst rebound teams in the league. So I think if you're making multiple lineups, maybe throw Whiteside in there with one. So I see his upside, but if you're making one lineup, I don't think you can play him. Let's see. Tristan Thompson. Probably not. They're probably still going to limit him. Utah. I don't really like targeting players against Utah. Let's see. Alex Len, I wouldn't chase that. Big game. Dedmon got in foul trouble as Collins. He put up 45 fantasy points. I don't know. 5.4K is still pretty cheap. But, like I said, I'm probably not going to chase that big game. McGee, if Kuzma misses, would probably be asked to play a few more extra minutes. So I think he would be okay if Kuzma misses. Enes Kanter, love him, but I just don't think he's going to see enough minutes. Still in 20 minutes, put up 36 fantasy points. If he's going to be guaranteed like 25 or so minutes of 5K, I would be all about him. But it looks like they want to give Luke Cornett, more minutes. All right, so I think that's basically going to do it. Gortat, he's probably going to pick up a start. Did play 22 minutes against Embiid, put up 20 fantasy points. So whoever picks up the start there, or if it's Gortat or Boban, I guess you could play as a value play. Ayton, good on the offensive end, not the best defender. So yeah, my core for today, I really like these center positions. So I'm probably, one of Vucevic or Towns. I'll probably go Vucevic. And then I also really like Ayton. So I do like the two center approach a lot. And then I'm going to have to kind of wait for news for the rest of my core. Like I said, if Kuzma misses, I think I'm going to lock in Ingram, and then you could honestly play Lonzo Ball as well as Josh Hart as well. And then if Ricky Rubio misses, I think I'm going to lock in Dante Exum. Let's see. I like Lou Williams still a lot. I like Devin Booker. So, like I said, I'm going to have to kind of wait for news. But as of right now, these two centers look really appealing to me. So I think as a first look, I'm kind of going to go with this and then wait for news from there. So yeah, I think that's going to do it for today's video, guys. If you have been enjoying the content, please like this video, subscribe. It really helps me out. If you have any questions, you can put it in the comment section down below. So it's important to follow me on Twitter. So like I said, I will be busy moving into my new apartment tomorrow, but I will be on my phone checking my phone periodically throughout the day. And when it's close to the roster lock, I will be on my phone. So it is important to follow me on Twitter. I will give my thoughts as more news comes out. And I will be back for another slate, another video on Saturday. So I will see you guys then.